We measure all things by how much they have changed. Growth versus destruction, addition versus subtraction. What Castilleja has taught me, however, is that growth isn't really about growing vertically, and that becoming who you are means first realizing who you are not. I've learned a lot of things in the classrooms here, but this is not one of those answers that can be found in Brinkley's U.S. history book, or one of those problems that can be solved by a complicated chemistry equation. If you look through these windows here, you can almost see the place where I changed. But like most change, it is immeasurable. That building, the Chapel Theater, gives students a voice. Whether you're up there making an announcement at upper school meeting, dancing your heart out at Arts with a Heart, or acting in a play, the Chapel Theater is always a place for expression. And for me, it's this magic place that allowed me to come into my own. I came to Castilleja my freshman year thinking that I'd already become the person I was going to be for the entire rest of my life. Having gone to a German school since I was 3 years old, I considered myself German. Having done ballet for all my life, I considered myself a ballerina. And I thought I was happy in these boxes I had chosen. But after a year of exploring Castilleja, I realized I wanted more, that I wanted to try it out. I wanted more than what I had laid out for myself. So after my freshman year, I did something scary and exciting. I quit ballet, I stepped out of my comfort zone, and I tried out for the fall play, which happened to be A Midsummer's Night Dream. Much to my surprise, I was cast as the arrogant and imaginative actor Bottom. I was ecstatic. This character had everything I wanted: spirit, ambition, energy, a loving heart. I dove into Bottom and found myself entranced by the power I had over this character. The way I inflected even one syllable turned Shakespeare's creation into my own. When opening night rolled around, all the work I put into Bottom paid off. I'd never acted before, but ever since that first opening night, I've been spellbound. It is hard for me now to imagine life without theater. I've fallen in love with this world that values creativity, encourages exploration and introspection, and demands understanding. When I agreed to act as Bottom, I agreed to go on a journey with him, to explore his past and my past, his dreams and my dreams. And by the end of that journey, I'd managed to create a character that was neither Bottom, as I had originally seen him, nor myself, as I had originally seen myself, but instead a molding of the two. This character was entirely new, yet somehow completely my own. Acting has helped me create intense and loving friendships. It has provided me with the most generous uncle and mentor, and it has given me the opportunity to find my voice. Acting and its emphasis on connection and expression have brought a brilliant focus to my life and have begun to create the person I strive to be like. Anyone who has ever acted will tell you that the fastest way to forge a friendship is to be in a show with them. In the fall of my senior year, I had the unbelievable privilege to work with the talented cast and Mr. Capron in the house of Bernard Alaba. I had worked with most of the cast before, and so I knew the experience was going to be wonderful, but I had no idea it was going to be life-changing. The play is a devastating tragedy, in case you don't know. I played the crazy grandmother, Maria Josefa, of 8 oppressed women, one of whom kills herself. Just remembering how Maria Josefa, I had to cry on stage while my granddaughters, my friends, dragged me off, still burns a pit in my stomach. Because to a certain extent, everything my characters have gone through, I've gone through too. An unbreakable trust is developed when you allow yourself to be this vulnerable in front of your fellow actors. Acting is like being born and growing up all over again. When you're first developing your characters, that's exactly what you're doing. You're developing, you're growing, you're changing. You see the whole world in an entirely new light. You don't know where you're going or who your character is going to turn out to be. You just have to trust your actors and your teachers, and most importantly, yourself. You have to trust that somewhere inside of you, there's a crazy old grandma waiting to come out. Some people see acting as reaching out to embody fictitious character. I see it as reaching inside of yourself to embody a version of yourself. Teachers have to believe in the power of nurture, or else they would have given up on us a long time ago. Well, so do I. I believe that every one of us can learn to empathize. To understand someone is to find yourself in them, and if you love yourself, as all of you ought to, you must love those you understand. In learning how to become these characters and adopt their voices, I've been able to distill my own. And that is what a Castilleja education is all about. During my 4 years here, I've been handed hundreds of opportunities to use my voice. And as I leave, I finally understand how privileged I am to have been given these opportunities and how important it was that I had the courage to take them. I've never felt so committed to my responsibility to use my voice as I do right now. As I look ahead and think about who it is I want to be, I waver in my confidence. I'm scared that I will not be brave enough or strong enough to take the risks that could bring me the future I desire. But then I look back at the risks I've already taken here, and I see what wonderful treasures they have brought me. Who knew 4 years at Castilleja could seem like a midsummer night's dream? Thank you, and in the words of our trusted fairy Puck, so good night unto you all. Give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore men's.